Yo, what's going on? I'm Marcus, and here we do attorney reactions to current events, trending news, things that are interesting, that you, the channel members, the family, the intellectual savages out there send me. As always, I invite you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you get some value or entertainment or anything out of this video. I definitely appreciate everybody who subscribed, everybody who supports, all the viewers. And if you're viewing, if you've been back once or twice and you haven't, definitely hit that subscribe button. Your boy looked at the analytics, and a lot of people watch, but a lot of people don't subscribe. I'm on a race trying to get to 20K, so I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. I always put the disclaimer: I'm a licensed attorney, but not your attorney, not legal advice, just infotainment purposes. Now let's talk about it. Artificial intelligence is like the big deal. Everything is using AI to make it better. It's using machines and chips and processors that allow the computer, the artificial intelligence, to learn, to be able to gather data from various sources and to learn and get smarter and solve equations faster. With that being said, hey, let's just keep it a buck. A lot of people are going to be out of a job. I did a video about a year ago. I think it was in Texas. It was like the very first McDonald's that was fully automated, like no employees whatsoever. Arm come out, hand you your sandwich. I mean, it's crazy. A lot of jobs are in jeopardy, but can this go too far? Are there some jobs that shouldn't be relegated to solely artificial intelligence? Let's dive about it and talk about it, because there's a school out there with no teachers, just artificial intelligence teaching the students. Let's dive in. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
This probably isn't what comes to mind when you think of an average school day. Kids breathing fire,
Find a spot for your foot.
climbing a rock wall, and even learning the art of grilling. But for students at the Alpha School in Austin, Texas, this is no field day.
Drugs up!
Here, K through 12th graders are proudly cutting classes, spending just 2 hours a day learning math, science, reading, and writing, all with the help of an AI tutor and without a single teacher.
Yeah, I could probably tell by the look on my face how I'm gonna go with this one, but I'm actually gonna let this play through before I give my commentary. I know that'll make a lot of y'all happy who say I talk too much during the video.
Morning launch time.
Mackenzie Price is the co-founder of Alpha School and its 2-hour learning program.
This is a school without teachers.
We have no teachers at our schools. Can you believe that?
The educators are a suite of AI-powered apps that gamify lessons, monitor progress, and with the help of eye tracking, keep tabs on students' attention span.
Who's teaching you?
I think the app is teaching me, but I'm also teaching myself.
All as adult guides, many of which have never been teachers, look on without interfering with their robot counterparts.
Are you comfortable having guides in the classroom that don't necessarily know the core curriculum?
It's okay that our guides aren't experts in physics or math or whatever they're doing. They are experts in their students.
It almost sounds like the guides here are told, you're here to lead the kids to AI.
Our guides are not allowed to teach. They are coaching students to become self-driven learners.
Price says the AI tutor personalizes lessons for each student, allowing them to learn class material in half the time. And according to data from Alpha, score in the 90th
Not feeling it.
percentile on standardized tests in most grade levels.
This one's a little unusual.
It all comes as
Hey, but shout out to those test results. Those test results, hey, they in the upper echelon of standardized testing, which has some value. Let's just keep it a buck. We gotta call both sides of this coin.
students nationwide grapple with AI's role. While some critics say it's too soon to know if the tech's having a positive effect in classrooms, one study found generative AI tutors can sometimes inhibit learning if students become too reliant on the tool.
How do you make sure that the AI that is teaching kids is doing what it's supposed to be doing?
we have a lot of guardrails in place to make sure that kids are not dealing with some of the issues that come with what we hear about with AI.
Still, at Alpha, where tuition costs $40,000 a year,
Yeah.
academics are just the beginning.
This is called our check chart.
Yo, 40. All right. This is the last statement I'm going to make before the video ends. $40,000 a year. I want teachers in there. I don't give a damn. $40,000 a year to have them play learning games is crazy work.
Each student must complete a long list of tasks before they can level up, including things like run a mile without stopping, solve a Rubik's Cube, and even
Independently put together a piece of IKEA furniture.
all in an effort to teach life skills and promote passion
I
projects.
do like the life
Welcome to
skills.
the Alpha School Airbnb.
Like this group of sixth graders who are running a real Airbnb.
How old are you?
I'm 11.
You're 11. And how much money did you guys make with this Airbnb?
So we have $10,000 of confirmed bookings.
Over at Alpha High School,
You made an app. Wait,
I developed that.
16-year-olds Ellen and Sloan are getting ready to pitch an AI-enabled app that gives dating advice.
I want to ask my crush out to prom in front of all of her friends. Is that a good idea?
It really depends on her personality.
And that's an AI lawyer. Someone asks you a question, you like, it depends. I don't know if that was artificial intelligence or just what, but that's hilarious.
So you've been learning from AI,
Yep.
and now you're building your own AI?
Yes.
A full circle experiment, putting these AI academics in a class of their own.
Okay, let's talk about it. Generally, I think it's a bad idea. Bad idea. Not saying I'm a fan of AI. I'm a tech guy myself. I like tech. I like all of that stuff. But generally, I think it's a bad idea. I don't know. A lot of you parents remember during the pandemic when kids just had to learn virtually. Like the impact that it had on the socialization of kids was ridiculous. I actually felt sorry for like my son and kids who were seniors that year, and they got to miss out on everything because they kind of got cheated out of some very important social interactions and social growth. Now, I do think that AI in the classroom is a good idea. I think AI should be used to supplement education, but not to provide the education completely. I do think the school is dope that, hey, they are in the 90th, upper 90s percentile when it comes to standardized tests. That's a big deal. But the reason I'm not a fan of complete AI teaching, but the supplementing part is because there are some lessons that teachers give outside of the formalized education. Even if the teacher is a terrible teacher, one thing I always stress to my son and my daughter is that having a teacher who is challenging or who is difficult or who is a little petty, it actually teaches your children how to manage conflicts, how to work with people with different personalities, how to learn how to, okay, this person has this personality trait. How can I go about responding to them in a way where I can get the most out of this interaction for me? So I think there's some value in having teachers there. $40,000 is wild. But I do like that the school is teaching life skills. I mean, I think that's important. Things like basic finance, putting together IKEA furniture, I could do without that. But I do like the life skills aspect. But 2 hours of formalized math, arithmetic, reading, writing instruction, I'm just not a fan of it just through the use of AI. Because kids in this program have to be a certain type of kid. I remember when my son was a little guy, we were looking at all the private schools and we took him to like Montessori school. I can't remember where it was at, but it was a Montessori school. And I was looking at all the kids and they was like, yeah, you know, we have a lot of unstructured time. So the kids can do their work if they want to, but if they want to go play, they can go play. This is a kind of go at your own, this is kind of a go at your own pace type of class environment. And I was like, nope, we won't be going here. I know how my son was. If there's no structure and this go at your own pace, he gonna dog walk y'all asses. He would have ran them completely over. So this type of instruction is only going to work for a specific student. Some of the kids that are out here in school and some of the tougher school districts and some of the more impoverished areas, like sit down for 2 hours a day just looking at a computer while the computer tracks their eye to make sure they're attentive. Wait till little Timmy stand up and like, yo, AI, I don't feel like doing this shit. Then it's going to be an absolute problem. I'm not necessarily a fan. I do like the school model of giving life lessons and things like budget and personal finance, having the kids operate an Airbnb. I think that's dope. I think that's very smart. But the AI instruction for the formalized education, I'm not necessarily a fan of because one, I think it takes away some of the social learning that kids have to go through when they're interacting with the teacher, whether it's a good teacher or a bad teacher. The other thing is that this model can't work for every student. So you can't do this across the board. And like I said in the middle of the video, when I lied and said I was going to stop talking, $40,000, I want some teachers in there. I've had my kids in private schools before. All private schools are not created equal. They have been the charter schools that are better than private schools. But I think my takeaway is that AI is a supplement to the classroom and it shouldn't be the sole instructor giving guidance. You're getting to a line, or now you're talking about almost moving forward to a model where teachers who graduated from college to be in this profession and is damn sure not for the money, who love and like what they do, may be wiped out because AI is taking over. I'm not a fan. You all let me know what y'all think in the comments. And if you enjoy this content, check out the content on the screen. There's going to be more attorney reaction videos.